Okay, witamy was wszystkich from a seated position. I think today I'm going to sit down for the first time. I've got a desk that's clean, and on that desk I have parts of a Compaq, just right, yeah, LTE Lite 25. Now, I've been told that this is a 386. I don't know, because I got this a decade ago and it didn't work. So I took it all apart because I was told later on, even the battery pack. I tried to rebuild the battery pack with newer cells. I'm pretty sure there's something's wrong with the thermocoupler or the thing that tells you it's too hot. I think that's broken, I think. So I don't know. It doesn't not charge, like the little light goes on, but I mean, it's kind of, I've savaged it open. So I don't know. It didn't work to begin with, so whatever. Hard drive is a 212 meg. It's apparently still working. I tried it in another machine. In any case, so I mean, I was gonna just sell this one with for parts with the other 425 and actual 46, but I was told that this computer will not boot, not even turn on with this coin cell. I mean, that's a quarter size coin cell. That's a, what is it, CR4 2430? Flip it over here. 2430, yeah. So this video might be extremely short. I might just hook it up and, it doesn't work, in which case I will just leave it in this condition and pack it in a box and say 4 parts. Someone who has it. The screen looks very nice. Right? There's no scratches on it. I don't see why it wouldn't work. Anything that's wrong is there's no latching clips. I took those out for the other machine. The body of it is good. There's a little tiny nick there that I'm going to epoxy back on. It's not cracked. The keyboard, as far as I know, works. So so let's see what happens. I mean, I took everything apart. I've actually rebanded this floppy. So that's going to have to. I have to realign the heads on it. But anyways, we'll cross that bridge if and when we get there. Let's put this off to the side. What's this ribbon cable for? I think that's for the floppy. So first things first, let's make some room. We're going to need, I think, the keyboard in there. This, I think, goes on top. Yeah, the screws are obviously missing or misplaced or something. So let's just put that on there for protection if we want to, or we can just YOLO it like that. That's fine. I mean, honestly, I find it amazing that the 46 is the same thing. The entire computer is this. This is a modem, which is like removable here. It is a double layer PCB. The power supply is external. It connects to here. But yeah, that's the whole computer. Your video port, parallel, serial, PS2. I don't know what that is. And power, and that's for the docking station. I've actually had one of these with a docking station before. It's pretty cool. Battery charging ports are here. Hard drive connector, I believe that's the hard drive connector. That is, I think, is video, and that is keyboard. So we are going to, amazing that literally this is from 1991 or 2. What's the date? What's the closest date I can see on here? Copyright 1992, 1991-ish, early 90s. Like literally the entire computer is right. It's in there. That's awesome. Okay, so that's where the battery goes. Let's start. I got a brand new battery from Amazon. I've already tested it through the plastic and little hole that comes with it. So let's put her in. Positive goes. How does this work? I think I remember. Yeah, I think it just goes like any other coin cell battery, like that. Swiss made. Oh. Okay, that looks about right. I think that's how it works. I think they all just come in like button up. Yeah, because I remember reading the top of this when it was out here. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. This is the original battery. Very nice laser etching or whatever. I'm going to keep that for a souvenir. So this is either going to be my shortest video ever, or if it works, we can continue to see how far we can get with this. So just let me remember where the power switch is integrated into the keyboard. So you need to connect this. I'm gonna be very careful with this ribbon cable, because if this breaks, then the only thing of value, I think, if this doesn't work, would be the screen, perhaps the keyboard. I don't think anyone wants a misaligned floppy. Yeah, let's get that ribbon cable in there. There's normally like these clips that hold it in. They're somewhere. I have like bins of this stuff. Put it all together. I might want to give it some power also. So this is the power brick from the other machine, the actual 486. Just very, very carefully lift this. I mean, I suppose I could just run this through the external LCD or VGA, but okay. So that's connected. It was connected. It was connected. Just don't want any shorts here. So this is definitely that's video. Okay, and that's keyboard. And I know this keyboard works because it was in the other machine. So it will, at least should, turn this on. It's a bit like, kind of like loosey-goosey in there. What's going on? So it's got to go there. Let me see if I can find the pieces. All right, I have these things. I think there's 3 of them. One for the hard drive. What's that for? See, this is what happens when you take it apart. I don't remember what goes where. Oh, right, that would be for the floppy. Yes, that would be for the floppy. That is that. We're not going to worry about that for now. What we're going to worry about is video. So I think this just goes over it somehow. I should have brought my glasses. All right, anyways, that looks right. Let's put that in there. Actually, well, these hinges are actually in great condition. I'll give it some. We're using the standoffs for the time being. Get a better vantage point by looking at it sideways. Okay, that is not in, but it seems like it's seated. So let's try this one. Is that perhaps for this? I should label these. Yeah, that looks like it's for the floppy, which we will not worry about. Yeah, that's for the floppy. Good. So this has got to be for the keyboard. Okay. So we got to put that in there first. Should have called this video trying to start up A3, because I mean, if this works, I've got a lot of work ahead of me. This is loose. What's going on here? Is this just like a bad connector or something? It can't be. I mean, all right, because that slides in and guides it into the hole. Okay. But is it on backwards? It might be. It could be like this. Oh, these plastics are like over 30 years old now. Like 35 years old. Okay, hang on. It's not coming out of there. Okay, maybe that's the way to do it. Let's see, do I have anything I can prop this up on? These hard drives. If I do get it running, I have some replacements here. They're way out of time. I think they're like the smallest one I have is like 5 gigs, which is nowhere near what this computer would have had at the time, but it is what it is. Something just came off of here. I don't know what I don't know what that was. It's sticky though. Over here. What just fell off? Does it go on the back of this thing? Yeah, it probably does. I don't know, let's thicken it up or something. Maybe. Okay. So now that everything's off, does it go on this way? Yeah, okay. Does it go on this way? It does not go on this way. Okay. So I think the other clip broke off, so that's great. But at least we have some sort of guidance on how to get this in. So let us try that. Let's put that in there. And then slip that into place. Okay, now let's see if it turns on. I think this is the power button. If it doesn't, then I think we're done here. But was that the power button? This thing is loose. We got power? We got power. That's the power button. I know this keyboard works. It just feels really loose in there. Like, I don't know why it's like that. I've had this keyboard in both of the machines. Like, that's just, the connectors are there, but not there. So I think that piece of plastic that fell off the back pushes these contacts. It's too bad I'm not chewing any gum. I would have just jammed some gum onto the back of this. Yeah, it's sticking to the table, but that's not sticking to the ribbon cable. Right. Do I have anything? Oh, I have two-sided tape here. Yeah, okay, that might work. Okay, let me see if I can. Nope. But this will work if the two-sided tape accepts it. Or I mean, not that it would reject it, but I mean, okay, that looks all right. Let's give it a shot. Because I mean, either way. Okay, that's good. Now let's get the tape off the house. This is going to be fun. How on earth did I get that off? Like the second part of the tape. How does it? You just peel this off? Yeah, okay. Okay, there it goes. All right. So this plastic bit now, or this little, okay, let me just make sure we tape it to the right side. Yeah, that's the contact side. That is not the contact side. Okay. So let's see. Because I have had this keyboard out a couple times. So that. Okay, there's a little bit of an excess there. I'm going to snip it off very carefully. Okay. Now that should have the correct thing. Oh, it does feel a lot better now. Like it feels like it. Yeah, it sits in there. Okay. Don't know if that's going to do anything at all because I have no idea what else is wrong with this motherboard. But oh yeah, that's in there now. Okay, well, interesting. Little plastic bit there was enough to keep that from making a good contact. So let's connect the LCD. The LCD goes in there nicely. It does it. Yeah, well, whatever. Let's see if it even turns on. Nothing. But maybe it needs a load. So let's give it a load. Let's give it a hard drive load. We'll connect the original hard drive because they go in upside down. Because I know that if you put these in wrong, they could go boom. I think it's this way. Yeah, because you want to see the compact spare at the top and the screws are at the bottom of the tray. Because this is the tray that it goes into. And it just kind of sits like that. Does it sit like that? Oh, right. No, it does not. It sits the other way. Because, if you think about it, that connector would have to be right there. Does it? Oh, you know what? I think this also decides if it's master or slave. Yeah, it does. Okay, so this is how it connects. Upside down like. Because otherwise the ribbon cable wouldn't reach past that and hit down. Okay, so let's see if now it has enough of a load to turn on. Negative. Maybe the keyboard needs to be grounded as well to the chassis. Let's push that up against some metal. No, I think that this thing is just no good. All right. Okay, well, that is the end of that video because I don't have any parts for this anyways. Good. I mean, good because I didn't really want to put this together to begin with. But maybe I can take it apart even more now and see what's actually going on inside. Maybe I can. I mean, as long as I have it. It's too bad though. I mean, why wouldn't it turn on? Because that's incorrectly. That is the LCD is also in there. We've got a load via the. We even got the PC speaker connected. I mean, what else could be wrong here? It doesn't need a battery to start. I mean, it needs it. Apparently, it needs one of these. Maybe that's an upside down. How do I get to the other side of this now? We're gonna have to take everything apart. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that keyboard is definitely in there now. I mean, yeah, that's the only other thing I can think of is this cell. And I know it's good, but I didn't measure it. It says plus there, so shit, maybe it wasn't upside down. Like this? It says plus on this corner, but that doesn't make sense because, yeah, no, that's fine. This is ground, and it's only touching the bottom. Yeah, so it was in right. Because positive is touching the sides, and the sides of the positive wrap around the cell's outer circumference. So that is how it goes in. I mean, the fact that I received 2 of these, and one was basically, from what I gather from the previous owner, how much of it she does remember, because these were research laptops, that she goes, yeah, one just stopped working and they just gave me a new one. And then when they were both obsoleted by probably the last files I saw on the original hard drive that I backed up and gave back were from like 1998-ish. So this thing, kept being used until the late 90s, at which point it was shelved, and I found it like almost 20 years later. And this one did not work from the get-go. So I think this one just maybe as it was a field machine, although there's no signs of damage to like it's in great shape. The case, So yeah, man, it doesn't look like it had fallen or anything. It doesn't look like it had gotten wet. And typically, from what I gather from my research, somebody told me on a forum, change the battery, the CMOS battery, that is. And then maybe you'll get somewhere. So let's just, I don't know, try it one more time. Maybe something wasn't seated correctly. This thing is pretty old, but yeah. It doesn't need to be installed in this chassis for any reason at all. This is all ground, I guess. Is this conductive? Let me see. It looks like it might be aluminum. I don't have a beeper on this. Oh yeah, it's completely conductive. I don't know, maybe I should plop it in there. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but let's try it. It never hurts. At this point, we're grasping for straws here. Okay, yeah, but this is like, oops, don't scratch the screen. The case is great. There's a little crack there. I think somebody over tightened these screws. So this was opened up before then, I guess. Micro Alternative Solutions, 40 McPherson Street in Markham, Ontario. Huh. All right. Let's try that. Let's try putting it back in the case. I'm cheap, but I'm not that cheap. I'm not going to take this apart to take that battery back out. Like, whatever. Once I put this together, it's just going to stay together. Okay, so assembling this isn't actually that hard. The clamshell pops off. And then this kind of just slides in there ever so gingerly, and you got to give it a little push, and then it just pops in like that, right? So everything falls apart, yeah. Oh, it's a 14-pin external VGA connector. I did not know that. The latch slides in there then for the LCD, which, I might as well do. Oh, these hinges are really stiff. Okay, and I believe it's these 4 screws, and of course I don't have the screwdriver, so we'll use nothing. We'll use nothing at all. Did I bring it downstairs? I did not. So I guess can we finger fit him in there? This is like the tiniest Torx, and I just used a broken flathead that was like half broken off. I can get them in there at least just a bit. If I get one on each side up to snuff, like snug, that should be fine. I'll tighten them up later with the... I do have this Torx bit somewhere. I just cleaned up this desk though, so everything I had in a bin is somewhere else off site here. So yeah, get that in. I mean, who knows? Maybe this thing needs to be assembled to work. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Good enough. I'm literally just gonna put that in. Let's see if it will post or boot or do something interesting, make a noise, maybe do it. I don't know. Hey, easy, easy, easy. Where do you think you're going? This is comparatively easy to take apart. Oh, I have a screwdriver that kind of fits. Yeah, all right. Comparatively easier to like anything like a ThinkPad of the era, because whoa, hot garbage taking those things apart. Okay, so the 3 hinges are in, 4 4-hinge screws are in. There's no sign of any obvious damage here. I mean, this is a little bent, but it's thin aluminum. Okay, let's try to put as much of it together as we can. I don't know if this needs to be in. I don't think so, but where did the ribbon cable go for this? Okay, keep that outside for now. Okay, I'm gonna throw a few of these in. I think these are combo keyboard ones, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we won't put those in, but we can put these long ones in that go like right through the whole motherboard. Oh yeah, this is the perfect screwdriver for this. I guess I prepared it. I don't know. 1, 2, and 3, I think here, and I don't even think you need to take those apart to get into the module part of it. Let's throw these back ones into the hinges. And the keyboard ones, I know for a fact those do not need to be put in. I was in the LTE. Oh, it went in there, didn't it? There it is. From the 446 version of this, I did not have to do anything special to the keyboard. Cool little machines, these. The only thing that kind of sucks about them is the passive matrix VGA display. It's not bad if you're typing, or doing like, yeah. If you, I have played Doom on. I've had one of these probably since I was 15. I bought one at a computer store I was working at. I just loved it. I loved how it looked. I believe that one was color. I'm not sure. Although, no, I did own a color one at one point, and I've owned a few of these. So what is this? Oh, I see what I did. I have to undo all of that. Yep. Great. Anyways, yeah, so these are kind of, I mean, they're durable, but I don't think I've ever had one with working batteries. Now, I have another one, an Armada 1750. That's a nice machine. That one is a Pentium 2 366. And it's got the BIOS. And it's got the BIOS on the hard drive, which, if you know what I mean, some of these computers required a proprietary Compaq partition to be installed if you wanted to do anything kind of setup-y to it. This one requires diskettes, which I have. Not a big deal. Actually, no, it doesn't. This is the one where the cursor goes over to the other side of the screen, and you hit F12, and then F12, F10, and you go into the BIOS and you do stuff to it from there. But, okay, I digress. I can't even put this together properly. Now, if I have that here, I don't know what that is. But is there a module that goes in here or something like that? Maybe it's for an expansion. I think the 46 had a slightly longer motherboard. Okay, there. So if I put that underneath there, yes, there we go. Now it's not warped or stretched. Oh, this may all be for naught, but at least you can see how this thing is put together. So it's sturdy, I'll give it that. The aluminum is of good quality. Like it's, you know, it looks like it would dissipate heat really well. Everything is compact. I don't know about the airflow about these things. I mean, I don't see any vents anywhere. Actually, here, let me put the last 2 screws in, and then we'll see if there's any ventilation at all on this, because I know there's no fans in it. This thing is silent. The only thing that makes noise is the hard drive, and it makes a nice little ticking sound. This hard drive, the 212, which seems to be a bit large for this. Oh, right, that's because that's out of the 486. Ah, okay. This thing had some 120 meg drive, which made awful sounds. And I know that because I took it out and I put it into an adapter just to see what was on it. It was just done. I have that here somewhere. So if this does actually end up going anywhere, I'm gonna put one of the smallest 5 gig drive I have in here, because that's what I did to the other one. The 46 has a 20 gig drive in it or something. So I remember this Seagate that I have here, is from that 46, and that 46, it worked on it, but it was clicky and it got slower, and then I did a scan disk on it and it had bad sectors, and then I formatted it, and then there were more bad sectors. So before I did that, I dumped all the information off of it. And most of it made it. I did a clean reinstall of Windows. That's it. DOS was intact enough. Okay. So, yeah, here's the thing. I don't know where this goes. This is a grounding strap. And I don't see any spot for it. And it looks like a significant grounding strap. It wouldn't go in there. It wouldn't reach there. Do I have to take this panel off again? Oh, man. Okay, first let's see if it even turns on. If it doesn't turn on at this point, I'll end it there. And it'll be, I mean, I'll fiddle with maybe that thing, but there's more screws here. Okay, so this is the Seagate out of the 46. It works, but it's dying. Like, it's dying. This thing isn't. This thing has definitely seen the light at the end of the tunnel, or I guess not the light at the end of the tunnel, but, you know, when you die, apparently that light, it's coming for the drive. Okay, so what's next? I guess plug everything in. Huh, interesting. Look, this thing has, this is interesting. This goes into, oh, that screw snapped. Huh, okay. That sucks. So there's no grounding strap anymore because it snapped. I guess I could just like tape it to here for now, just to have some sort of ground it. You know what I mean. I'm just gonna jam it in between here. Between this panel and here. Yeah, that'll do for now. If this does end up working, I'll probably just retap that screw. It's not a big deal. Okay, so I think that the LCD was that was a fairly firm insertion, and this now will be the same for the keyboard. And this is either going to work or it isn't. But yeah. And I mean, honestly, if this doesn't work, I'm probably just going to give up on it. I don't really care that much. It would have been nice to have 2 of these, but I'm not keeping any of them. So, parts machine for somebody who needs it. Okay, I don't like how that sits there because the clips are broken. Okay. Okay. This is it. This is it. It's going to work or it isn't. Power is in, and we know the power supply works because the other machine works as well. Power on. No power on. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that's it. This thing is just dead. Okay, well, I'll put it together as best I can, and it is a parts machine. Next up, I mean, I've been saying this for a while, but I really need to get this 46 smashed CPU, all the pins unbent, placed into this permanently. I have to solder one on. But now I don't have a 46 to test it on. So I guess I'm going to have to get a 486. All right, well, that'll do it for now. If you're looking at this from an eBay ad, then there you go. This has been a thorough demonstration of what you're getting, I guess, in parts right now. So, yeah, I mean, you can recap that by saying the bezel is perfect. There's no scratches on the LCD. I don't know if it works. Obviously, you can't tell that either. The top cover, I will re-epoxy that little corner that fell off of there. Everything else is fine. There's like even that reset button's coming, kind of popping out there. The motherboard doesn't work. The hard drive's dying. The floppy drive is going to require, at the very least, a head realignment. Like this. Bah, 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 bah. And it's been rebanded with a brand new band. So, I mean, I would have redone this head, but I don't have the means to. I'm not taking apart the other laptop to do it. Because every time you take that clamshell off, I mean, 35-year-old plastic. So yeah, I don't remember. I think the thing was I needed to reband it. I took this apart 10 years ago, and then I promptly forgot about it. And a dismembered battery with unused cells. So no power supply. Power supply is the other machine. So there you have it, and a brand new BIOS battery. So if you're interested, I don't know, $50, 75. I have no idea. The keyboard works. I know the keyboard works because it worked in the other machine. And that is it. So you get a complete case without a power supply, just what you see here. And hinges are phenomenal. It's just pleasant to open and close. So unfortunately, that will be the end of this video. Unable to save. Dobranoc.